What fuels the fire that drives a person to aim for Mars while simultaneously revolutionizing industries on Earth? Elon Musk is a modern titan, a figure whose relentless ambition seems to defy the limits of human endeavor. But is this drive a unique anomaly? Or is it the manifestation of powerful psychological forces that to varying degrees reside within us all? By dissecting the engine of ambition through the lens of psychology, we can understand the potent combination of motivation, risk, and vision that propels individuals to not just dream of the future, but to build it one audacious goal at a time. Chapter 1. The Unquenchable Fire, Achievement, Motivation. At the very core of towering ambition lies a psychological concept known as achievement motivation. It's a powerful internal driver, a relentless need to accomplish, to master skills, and to attain a high standard of excellence. This isn't merely about the desire for success in a general sense. It's a specific and deeply ingrained need to overcome challenges, to solve complex problems, and to achieve something significant and lasting. Individuals with high achievement motivation are not content with mediocrity. They are energized by tasks that stretch their abilities and offer a clear measure of success. They seek out challenges that are difficult but not impossible, providing the perfect ground to test their mettle and prove their competence, both to themselves and to the world. This drive is often rooted in early life experiences and is shaped by a combination of personality traits and environmental factors. Psychologists David McClellan and John Atkinson, pioneers in this field, identified this need for achievement, NA, as one of three primary psychological needs, alongside the need for affiliation and the need for power. Those with a dominant need for achievement are characterized by their preference for moderate risks, their desire for immediate feedback on their performance, and their tendency to be deeply absorbed in their tasks. They are not primarily motivated by external rewards like money or fame, although these may be welcome byproducts. Instead, the primary reward is the act of accomplishment itself, the intrinsic satisfaction of having striven and succeeded. When we look at a figure like Elon Musk, we see a textbook illustration of this theory in action. His ventures, from SpaceX to Tesla and Neuralink, are not safe bets. They are monumental challenges that have a high probability of failure. Yet this is precisely what makes them appealing to someone with a high need for achievement. The goal of making humanity a multiplanetary species is not just a business objective. It is a grand, historical challenge that offers the ultimate sense of accomplishment. It is a clear quest with a tangible, world-altering outcome. This drive also explains the relentless push for innovation and optimization within its companies. The constant setting of aggressive deadlines and audacious production targets is a manifestation of a leader who is personally invested in the process of achieving, not just the final outcome. This psychological framework suggests that for the highly ambitious, the journey of overcoming obstacles is as important, if not more so, than reaching the destination. It is this unquenchable fire for accomplishment that fuels the willingness to work grueling hours, to risk financial ruin, and to pursue goals that others deem impossible. It is the desire to leave an indelible mark on the world, a legacy defined not by wealth, but by the sheer scale of what was achieved. Chapter 2. Calculated Gambles, the Role of Risk-Taking. Ambition is rarely a journey played on safe ground. A critical component that separates dreamers from transformative achievers is their relationship with risk. For many, uncertainty is a source of anxiety, a reason to retreat to the familiar. For the highly ambitious, however, uncertainty is not a deterrent, but a landscape of opportunity. This is not to say that they are reckless gamblers. On the contrary, their approach to risk is often highly analytical and strategic. They engage in what can be termed calculated risk-taking, a process that involves thoroughly evaluating potential outcomes, weighing the probability of success against the consequences of failure, and then making a decisive move when they believe the potential rewards justify the peril. This propensity for risk is deeply intertwined with self-efficacy, the belief in one's own ability to succeed in specific situations or accomplish a task. Psychologists like Albert Bandura have shown that individuals with high self-efficacy are more likely to take on challenging tasks and to persist in the face of setbacks. They view difficult problems as challenges to be mastered rather than threats to be avoided. When an ambitious individual like Musk decides to invest his fortune into building a rocket company, it is not a blind leap of faith. It is a decision backed by an unwavering belief in his capacity to understand the physics, assemble the right team, and overcome the inevitable engineering hurdles. This internal conviction transforms a seemingly insane gamble into a calculated venture. It allows them to tolerate the ambiguity and stress that would paralyze others, as they are focused on their ability to navigate the path to success, not just the possibility of failure. Furthermore, this willingness to embrace risk acts as a powerful catalyst for innovation. True breakthroughs rarely emerge from incremental improvements or adherence to established norms. They are born from a willingness to challenge the status quo, to question conventional wisdom, and to venture into uncharted territory. By taking risks, ambitious individuals create an environment where failure is reframed as a learning opportunity. When a SpaceX rocket explodes on the launch pad, it is not seen as the end of the road. It is a data point, an expensive and dramatic one, to be sure, but a crucial piece of information that will inform the next iteration. This iterative process of trial, failure, and adaptation is the engine of innovation. It requires a psychological resilience that can withstand public scrutiny and financial loss, all while maintaining a steadfast focus on the ultimate goal. This belief in pushing boundaries is what allows them to disrupt entire industries. They are not just playing the game, they are attempting to change the rules, and that is a game that cannot be played without placing a significant wager. Chapter 3. Visions of Tomorrow, the Power of a Compelling Future. Ambition cannot be sustained on motivation and risk-taking alone. It requires a North Star, a compelling and vivid vision of a future state that makes all the struggle and sacrifice worthwhile. This is perhaps the most potent psychological tool in the arsenal of the highly ambitious. The power of a clear and inspiring vision. A vision is more than just a goal. It is a detailed, multisensory narrative of what could be. It is a future so clearly articulated that it feels almost tangible, providing a constant source of direction and energy. For the visionary, this future is not a distant, abstract hope. It is a destination they are actively building in their mind's eye, long before it becomes a reality. The psychological power of such a vision operates on multiple levels. Firstly, it serves as a powerful intrinsic motivator. When the path becomes arduous and fraught with setbacks, the clarity of the vision provides the necessary fuel to persevere. The thought of a future where humanity is a multiplanetary species, or where the world runs on sustainable energy, is a far more powerful driver than any short-term financial incentive. This vision creates a sense of purpose and meaning that transcends the daily grind. It answers the fundamental why behind the effort, transforming a job into a mission. This purpose-driven mindset is incredibly resilient, enabling individuals to endure hardships that would otherwise lead to burnout and disillusionment. Secondly, a compelling vision is a tool of influence. The ability to articulate a future that is not only ambitious but also inspiring is a hallmark of transformative leadership. When a leader can paint a vivid picture of a better world, they do more than just set a target. They ignite the imaginations of others. This is how a visionary mobilizes the immense resources, human, financial, and intellectual, required to achieve audacious goals. They are able to attract top talent who are not just looking for a paycheck, but who want to be part of something meaningful. They persuade investors to back high-risk ventures by making them believe in the possibility of the future they describe. This shared belief creates a powerful sense of collective purpose, aligning the efforts of thousands of individuals towards a single monumental objective. Musk's ability to get people excited about digging tunnels under cities or merging brains with computers is a testament to his power as a storyteller, a visionary who makes the impossible seem inevitable. This capacity to make others see the world not as it is, but as it could be, is what turns a personal ambition into a collective movement. Chapter 4. The double-edged sword, the perils of unchecked ambition. While ambition is often lauded as the engine of progress and innovation, its psychological landscape is not without its shadows. The same relentless drive that propels individuals to achieve greatness can also lead them down a path of personal and interpersonal turmoil. Unchecked ambition can become a double-edged sword, where the very traits that foster success can also sow the seeds of destruction. The unquenchable fire for achievement can easily morph into a consuming obsession, blurring the lines between dedication and self-neglect. The pursuit of monumental goals often demands an all-encompassing focus, leading to grueling work hours, immense stress, and the sacrifice of personal relationships, health, and well-being. This intense drive can foster a tunnel vision mentality where the end goal justifies any means. This can lead to a ruthless and demanding leadership style, creating a high-pressure, high-stress work environment. The same visionary who inspires the world can be perceived as a tyrannical boss by those in the trenches. The relentless pursuit of perfection and the intolerance for anything less can create a culture of fear, stifling the very creativity and open communication needed for long-term success. The psychological toll on the individual can be immense, leading to burnout, anxiety, and a profound sense of isolation. The visionary standing at the summit of their achievements may find themselves alone, having alienated those who helped them get there. Furthermore, the deep-seated need for achievement and validation can become a fragile foundation for self-worth. When identity becomes inextricably linked to success, any failure, setback, or criticism can be perceived as a devastating personal attack. This can lead to defensive, erratic, and impulsive behavior, as the individual struggles to protect their ego and their vision. The public persona of the confident, risk-taking innovator can mask a deep-seated insecurity and a fear of being seen as a failure. This creates a volatile cocktail of immense power and personal fragility, a combination that can have far-reaching and often negative consequences for their companies, their employees, and even the industries they seek to revolutionize. The psychology of ambition, therefore, is also a cautionary tale. It highlights the critical importance of self-awareness, empathy, and balance. The most sustainable and healthy form of ambition is one that is tempered with humility, a respect for others, and an understanding that true legacy is not just about what you build, but how you build it. Conclusion. The psychology of ambition is a complex tapestry woven from the threads of innate drive, calculated daring, and a future-focused imagination. It is not a monolithic trait, but a dynamic interplay of powerful psychological forces. The relentless pursuit of achievement provides the raw fuel, the unquenchable fire that drives individuals to push beyond their limits. This drive is channeled and amplified by a strategic embrace of risk, transforming uncertainty from a barrier into a gateway for innovation. Anchoring it all is the power of a compelling vision, a clearly articulated future that provides purpose, inspires collective action, and makes the extraordinary sacrifices seem not only necessary but worthwhile. Yet this potent combination must be wielded with care, for the same fire that forges greatness can also consume, leaving a wake of personal and professional wreckage. Understanding these psychological underpinnings allows us to see ambition not as a mysterious gift bestowed upon a select few, but as a fundamental aspect of the human condition, a powerful force that, when harnessed with wisdom and humanity, holds the potential to reshape our world for the better.